Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about Indiana Jones 5. Breaking news from Variety was reporting that Steven Spielberg had stepped down from directing duties of Indiana Jones 5. Now, Indiana Jones 5 was supposed to come out next year. I don't know if this means it's going to be delayed or something. But yeah, it looks like the studio is not moving forward with Steven Spielberg attached. But on the bright side of things, it looks like director James Mangold might be directing because he is in talks, which most likely means that he's in final negotiations or something. Maybe he's even just signing the dotted line, ready to go. But whatever in talks could mean, it looks like he might be the one taking over the Indiana Jones franchise. On the sad part of all this, Steven Spielberg is an icon in Hollywood. Everybody knows his name, and if you don't, and you're a film fan, you should go do your research because the man has directed some great stuff throughout his legacy, and it's still directing. He has a movie coming out this year, I believe, West Side Story. He directed Ready Player One, the Lincoln movie with Daniel Day-Lewis. Classics, he directed Jaws, Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park, and The Lost World Jurassic Park, E.T., the Extraterrestrial, Hook, just to name a few of the older films that people still talk about to this day, and it shows why the man is a legend. Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, a whole bunch of great films in his catalog of movies. So, on the sad side is you got the man who helped created Indiana Jones, right? He directed the original 3 or 4 films, sorry, as well as George Lucas, who produced and helped write the story treatments for those films. And then Harrison Ford, obviously, was the third person who helped collaborate with them and created the character Indiana Jones. So it's kind of sad hearing that he's not returning. In some ways, I was kind of sad hearing that and shocked. Because Indiana Jones without Steven Spielberg, what does this even mean? How does this even move forward without him? And then I also read that James Mangold was taking over, so then you have to think, oh well, okay, then that makes perfect sense. James Mangold is a fantastic director who directed films such as Logan. He directed The Wolverine, the one where he goes to Japan, just in case people get confused with X-Men Origins Wolverine. He did the 2 good ones. He also did 3:10 to Yuma, a great movie, a Western film, and I'm not someone that usually is into Westerns, but 3:10 to Yuma is one of those Westerns that I really do like. I haven't watched it in a long while, but I remember really being fascinated by that movie. And this year he did Ford v Ferrari, which got, some really good Oscar considerations and won a few awards as well. So, with that being said, you gotta think, well, the man knows how to do action. He knows how to do intensity when he needs it, drama. So he can have comedic moments for levity. If you've seen Ford v Ferrari, there are some humorous moments. It's not a comedy, but there are humorous moments in that movie, as well as the Wolverine and Logan as well. Logan, despite how dark it was, there were moments where they did make you laugh or chuckle a little bit. There were some nice moments of levity to lighten up the mood a little bit, no matter how dark and depressing that film might be. Now, Indiana Jones obviously would need a Wolverine Ford v Ferrari type of tone to it, right? There's action, yes, but there's also some humor for levity. All the Indiana Jones movies has that. He'll bring something a little bit different, and I think you could also guarantee that James Mangold will definitely ground the next Indiana Jones film. I don't think we'll see monkeys swinging on trees. Let's just put it that way, or Indiana Jones going into a fridge and a nuclear explosion throwing him across across the field. I don't think we'll see silly things like that a lot of people didn't like about Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But at the same time, I think he'll deliver a great movie. But let's not disrespect Steven Spielberg. The man gave us Indiana Jones, and we should remember that. And I'm sure James Mangold. I wouldn't be surprised if Steven Spielberg recommended James Mangold to direct the film. I wouldn't be surprised about that. It does have me worried a little bit because why did Steven Spielberg step down when he was talking about it for a couple of years already, talking about Indiana Jones 5 that he was going to direct? What changed his mind? What turned him off? Did he just realize that, you know what, I'm getting too old for this. I'm past the Indiana Jones days. Give this to a newer, younger director who can carry on the torch. Obviously, Harrison Ford wants to do it. He was just talking about this a few days ago, talking about wanting to do another Indiana Jones film and saying he wants to make it more like Marvel. The success that Marvel has, he wants to have Indiana Jones have that success too. Harrison Ford's smart. If he's actually using Marvel as in a comparison for what the next Indiana Jones movie should be, that shows that he understands why that franchise is successful as it is. And you'd have to be an idiot not to see why the MCU is successful. They're playing their cards right. So to kind of lean on that, get James Mangold, who has had success in recent years. You have to think that Disney isn't bullying anybody to do something that they don't want to. I would presume that Spielberg just doesn't have it in him, and he's realizing that, and he wants to do other projects. So that's fine. Look, eventually we will learn what the truth is on why Spielberg stepped down. But either way, I think even though we're losing a great director, we're gaining another great director to carry on the legacy that Spielberg already left us. So with that being said, guys, tell me your thoughts below. Are you excited about James Mangold directing the next Indiana Jones movie, or do you think Steven Spielberg should stick around and do one more? Maybe he just doesn't have the right idea to carry on the story. Who knows? With that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and until next time, take care.